a sold-out crowd. Every game they play at home is sold out for the rest of the season, and I think that's the level of intensity that they expect out of their home group, out of this group.
We tip it up from Reynolds Coliseum, and the Miami Hurricanes will start off with the basketball. Miami unbeaten so far in 2023. That includes a couple of wins against ranked teams. They go right to the basket, but it is blocked. That was Jalea Williams whose shot was blocked.
Miami will give you multiple looks defensively. They like to play a lot of switching man-to-man defense, but they also have multiple zones and full court pressure that they like to play.
10 on the shot clock. Hobby, that turnaround so pretty.
And based on the body language and the effort and the focus that we saw in practice today, NC State should be ready to play at home.
See the starting five for the Hurricanes, same as they used in the last game. Jasmine Roberts been playing really well, keeping her spot in the lineup, and a strong move by Pendande.
And Pendande is not the player you're going to start on the top of the scouting report for Miami with, but boy, she is effective in scoring in a one-on-one.
Good hands by Hayes there, keeping the ball away from our official. Karen Priato had to duck to stay out of the path of that one. Mimi Collins in the starting lineup in place of Boyd.
Probably not the best shot selection early in the shot clock for Mimi, who has only made 5 threes out of 22 attempts on the season.
Here is Cavinder. Pulls up. Shakia Brown-Turner led the Wolfpack in their last game, a loss on the road at North Carolina.
And you know, Miami's going to speed you up. It's going to be up to the maturity of NC State not to quick shoot it, because that's exactly what Miami wants them to do.
Pendande going to work again and is fouled by Hobby. Mentioned an even shorter bench. Shada Boyd, street clothes there behind Westmore on the bench. Obviously she'd missed 4 games earlier in the season, had come back, but clearly Debbie was not at 100%.
I think you could see in the North Carolina game when they came out of the locker room in the second half, she just didn't have the same lift, and it was frustrating for Jada, who's used to playing a very explosive basketball game. So she's going to be listed game by game right now, and I spoke to her this morning. She said she's in the training room 4 or 5 hours a day trying to get ready.
Wolfpack running down the floor, and Hayes had the breakout, but not the bucket. Harden looking inside. Williams gets to her right. That's good.
Now, Miami love to play in transition, and NC State is listed in the 300s according to Synergy in their transition defense. Look at Harden right there. Diamond sloppy with the ball, Harden with a great pick.
Miami trying to finish it off the steal, and they do. Roberts with the basket and the foul.
This Miami team is hard-working, and they are connected. And that's a perfect example of it right there. Destiny with a pick. 6-foot defender on Diamond Johnson. Jasmine Roberts at the free throw line.
That is an 8-0 Miami run as Roberts converts a three-point play. And Wes Moore, we heard him say at shoot-around today, he was going to sub early and often. He does so already, bringing Saniya Rivers off the bench. Aziaha James in the game as well.
NC State's margin for error is so small right now, not just because they only have 8 players, but because they have no confidence. They make plays like that.
They take it back.
You got to pass it.
River Baldwin
could never dribble.
With that Miami defense, pressure coming after the Wolfpack right now.
So not only do they turn you over, but they make you play faster than you're comfortable doing. And Katie Meyer certainly knows everything about the league that you need to know. She was ACC Rookie of the Year her freshman year at Duke, and she's the all-time winningest coach in the history of Miami women's basketball, and there have been some good coaches at Miami, including Lynn Dunn, who won a WNBA title.
Katie in her 18th season.
NC State spent a good portion of shoot-around today working on their press offense, working on handling Miami's pressure, and that's the key to the game. You got to handle the pressure. If Miami's going to bring 2 to the ball, you got to move it, and you got to make shots.
10-second call for the turnovers was the call on the floor, just to clarify. 8-2 Miami lead. Harden. Haley Cavinder, she and her twin sister Hannah, transferring from Fresno State, joining Miami this year. Boy, she's been good.
That's money all day. Getting to the elbow, playing to and through the elbows. That's the way Miami likes to score offensively.
James.
That is probably 4 possessions with 1 pass and a shot.
Cavinder had it blocked. And Pendande picks it back up. Jump ball the call. And Wolfpack take over. Remember, this is a rematch of the ACC championship game last year. Miami having that historic run to their first ever ACC final, and the Wolfpack winning their 3rd straight ACC tournament title.
Here's the 1-3-1. They like to trap out of this. NC State gets 3 sides, and then they get a great look from James, who's capable of making that shot.
Got to get back, though, as Roberts and the Hurricanes were ready to go. That shot was affected. It's out of bounds. Wolfpack ball.
Good ball movement by NC State. This is what you call welcoming the pressure and then moving the basketball. How many times did we see James hit that shot in practice today? A lot. That almost got picked off by Cavinder.
It's full speed ahead for the Hurricanes, but they turn it over. Now Saniya Rivers getting to the rim.
This is the kind of game we expected it to be, Jen. This is going to be fun. Up and down. Each team having a chance to make their run.
Miami in search of, as you said, what would be their first top 25 win on the road. Have 2 ranked wins at home. Cavinder is fouled from behind by Rivers. And NC State trying to avoid losing 3 in a row. Something that they have not done quite some time since the 2017-18 season. 3rd team foul of the quarter as Rivers picks up her first.
It's a great backdoor cut by Cavinder to draw a foul on NC State. That's 3 team fouls on NC State.
Pendande went off. The 6'6" freshman Kyla Oldacre in the game for the Hurricanes. Missed the start of the season. First 11 games. Now fully healthy. 7 to shoot for Cavinder. Wide open look. Brown Turner. Out to James.
Look at the quickness. Oh my goodness, what
And
a
the
play.
dish. No basket. Offensive foul instead. It's been a good one so far. And we will look back for a moment at this ACC championship clash when we return.
Gatorade Fit. Fitness starts from the inside out. Get healthy, real hydration and no added sugar, artificial sweeteners, or added colors. Gatorade Fit. Healthy, real hydration today helps you fuel tomorrow.
People would sail to You keep helping her with homework.
But we're only just now.
We'll help you save for her college.
New customers get our best deals on all smartphones.
That's right.
But what if I'm already a customer?
Oh, no problem. Hey, Cam.
Yeah.
Oh, same deal.
Yeah, it's kind of our thing.
What if I'm new to AT&T?
Cam, can...
Oh, nice.
Hey, but what about for existing
Oh,
customers?
it's the same deal.
Is he okay?
At AT&T, we give everyone our best deals on every smartphone. Get up to $1,000 off on our most popular smartphones.
Poshmark is the perfect side hustle. There's so much I can sell. Bags, clothes, and even electronics. It's so easy. I can list in 60 seconds or less. I can't imagine a better side hustle.
Easy credit building, early payday, fee-free overdrafts.
Thank you.
It's banking the way it should be. Chime, the #1 most loved banking app.
ButcherBox delivers grass-fed beef, organic free-range chicken, humanely raised pork, wild-caught seafood, and so much more. Get the New Year bundle free in your first box.
It's all about stepping up and throwing down, chasing the dreams of our childhood, made real on the hardwood. All the home games and hometowns, from motivation to coronation, the old guard and the new blood, from hoopers to heroes. Breaking records, brackets, ankles, and new ground. Come for it all.
For the third year in a row, NC State ACC champions.
That was the moment last March when these two teams last met in the ACC championship. Quite a bit of change for both programs since that time. Miami playing really well right now, as we talked about, on a 5-game win streak. NC State with a whole load of turnover after last year. Struggling a bit where they are right now. But Debbie, let's go back to that last play just before we went to break. It was called a charge on Jalea Williams.
Well, I think the referees are going to consider this a transition, which means this restricted area is not in play. But I think NC State had enough players back, and that play started outside the lower defensive box, and River Baldwin was in the restricted area. So I think that's an interesting judgment call by the officials.
Baldwin had it tapped away. Oldacre, now Roberts. This is Hannah Cavinder, twin sister of Haley, who comes off the bench. Carla Ariavet's also out on the floor. Foul against the Hurricanes.
And Miami goes with a smaller lineup on the floor with 4 guards and Oldacre in the middle to counter the size of NC State. So NC State's got 3 players on the floor that are taller than everyone but 1 Miami player. I think they can take advantage of that.
James now has 4. It's a 2-point game.
Pick by
Rivers, chance to tie. You betcha!
Saniya Rivers playing some D. It's a couple of times she's had a pick and a steal and an easy 2 baskets.
First it was Miami with an 8-0 run. Now the Wolfpack on an 8-0 run to tie this at 10. 10 to shoot for Ariavets. Jakia Brown-Turner, the ball in her hands now for NC State. Baldwin going to work with the left.
River Baldwin has to be able to score in a 1-on-1. Good spacing, nice repost, good finish with the left.
Yvette's looking inside for Harden. No points in the game yet until that basket for Harden. That's her first.
Destiny Harden's a matchup issue for everybody in the ACC. You put her a smaller player on her, she takes you inside. Probably not a good decision in transition.
Harden from the corner. Collins desperately calling for it on the inside. She gets it, has the shorter Harden on her. That'll work.
That's a good decision by Mimi Collins. Better than her trying to start her game outside the arc. She needs to build her game from the paint back outside.
Good energy to this game for both teams so far.
I mean, this is going to be a well-played game all the way for 4 quarters. Both of these teams so prepared.
Yvette's nowhere to go, tried to hand it off. Instead turns it over, and Collins decides she's going to wait for some help.
That's a good decision.
Diamond Johnson on the bench at the moment. Rivers with the ball in her hands. Takes it, makes it!
You got a feeling that both these coaches are dialing it up right now. Whatever they want, they're able to get offensively.
14-2 NC State run. Wolfpack up 4. Harden with 7 to shoot, takes the 3. Neither team has yet to make a three-pointer in this game. Baldwin. She's got 4.
Okay now. I'm telling you, this game is heating up early in the first.
NC State shooting 56% in this first quarter, leading Miami by 6. Hannah Cavinder takes the 3. Still a lid on the rim from distance, but Harden no problems.
Yeah, Destiny Harden's taking the last 4 shots because she loves that matchup on Mimi Collins. Destiny watches a lot of film.
Good look, and Baldwin capitalizes. Last shot up the first quarter, and what a quarter it was. Great start to this one in Raleigh tonight. Wolfpack lead at 2014. 16 of the Wolfpack's 20 points coming off the bench in that first quarter. And typically it's Miami that's been able to really rely upon their bench. Their bench scores more than any other in the ACC. They average almost 32 points per game. Hannah Cavinder. Now over to Oldacre, using her left, tough shot, defended by Baldwin.
How about the toughness of River Baldwin right there? Oldacre did the right thing. I mean, Baldwin's sinking in the paint. You got to look to make somebody guard you. Otherwise, River Baldwin's just going to camp in the middle of the paint and clog things up for Miami.
Johnson back in the game, gets the ball back for the 3. That's the first of the game for either team.
Diamond can get hot.
What do you need to see from Miami, meanwhile, Debbie? They've gone a bit cold on this offensive end other than Destiny Harden the last few. Shot clock going down here. We'll need to take a shot. Lachey Dwyer, offensive foul. Baldwin again doing the honors defensively.
Well, because she's got the Oldacre matchup, she can just hang around in the paint, and she does a great job of sliding to obtain legal guarding position outside the restricted area. It's a terrific job by River Baldwin to move her feet. She has played really well here early in the game.
Well, with a short bench, no Jada Boyd tonight. No Jessica Timmons, a player comes off the bench typically for NC State. You knew those who were available for the Wolfpack were going to have to step up. This team that's lost their last two, and they've gotten off to a good start tonight. So there is an official review on the floor. We will be sure to fill you in just as soon as we get the details on exactly what they're looking at here. But while they look, we'll take a quick break, be right back to Reynolds.
This is the official media timeout.
Running a food pantry can be a lot of work, but thankfully, I've got a lot of help.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We brought backup.
We're always grateful to have the Food Line associates pitch in, because the more help we get, the more we can give.
Here you go. Oh, you're so
And our local community needs it now more than ever.
Are we too late?
No, we got you.
Here to fill tables and hearts with hope. Food Lion Feeds.
Thank you.
Here for every moment.
Gatorade Fit. Fitness starts from the inside out. Get healthy, real hydration and no added sugar, artificial sweeteners, or added colors. Gatorade Fit. Healthy, real hydration today helps you fuel tomorrow.
ShipStation saves us so much time. It makes it really easy and seamless. Pick an order, print everything you need, slap the label onto the box, and it's ready to go.
Our cost for shipping, like, we're cut in half, just like that.
Go to ShipStation.com/TV and get 2 months free.
The other workers' comp insurance company, they were going to reclassify our business, and then they were going to charge me $50,000. When we got the quote back from Pi, it was a sigh of relief. They put us in a policy where we fit. I'm grateful that there's a company out there that's willing to insure us little guys, because every dollar counts.
Ask your agent or get a quote at easyaspi.com.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
HelloFresh has everything from family-friendly meals to fit and wholesome to quick and easy options like this 25-minute black bean and pepper quesadilla. When it's all said and done, HelloFresh always has my back in helping me and my family's busy schedule.
Go to HelloFresh.com/TV22 for up to 22 free meals plus 3 free gifts.
Well, when we went to break, the officials were looking back at that last play just to determine whether or not the foul actually occurred before the shot clock expired. So here's what they were looking at.
I mean, the subtle part of that defensive play is the defensive fake by Diamond Johnson to give River Baldwin just a little more time to get established. I think River has, in my mind, drawn 2 charges in this game, even though she got called for a foul on the first one.
Yeah, she's gotten off to a good start. She averages 6.4 and already has 6 tonight.
Yeah, this is part of the versatility of Miami. They come out of the break with the 1-3-1, and Spearman on the top of that 1-3-1 is a lot of length.
Hayes around and in.
And one way to beat it is to get the ball to the corners. NC State doing a really good job moving the ball tonight.
Largest lead of the game now for the Wolfpack, up 12. Haley Cavinder back on the floor. Dwyer. This is Azaria Spearman. Pendande back as well. 3 to shoot. She is fouled.
Well, you asked me earlier, what does Miami need to do? Going inside out and playing through the interior would help them. Pendande is capable of scoring in a one-on-one.
Going to the line is number 21,
Diamond Johnson picking up her second personal, putting Pendande on the line. We've got a great night of basketball for you here tonight on ACC. And coming up next, rivalry matchup, number 13 Duke, number 17 North Carolina. That should be a fantastic game coming your way. 8 p.m. tip next here on ACCN.
Duke and North Carolina, both number 1 and number 2 in turnover margin. So whoever takes care of the basketball and moves it, I think assisted baskets is the number I'm looking for, besides taking care of it, not turning it over.
Blue Devils atop the ACC, only team in the league without a loss in conference play. Rivers. Little out of control, and then Saniya Rivers jumped right into the passing lane to take it back and set up James. This is an inspired NC State team that we're seeing tonight.
They are definitely playing a lot better than they have over the last couple of weeks.
Baldwin looking for another charge. This time not going to happen as Pendande's strong move to the basket.
I love playing through Pendande right here. There's a flop. Saniya Rivers rotates late. Look at Pendande. She came to compete.
Second personal on Rivers as Pendande back on the line. Gets her own rebound and gives Miami a chance to recycle some offense. Both Cavinders on the floor now, Haley and Hannah. Haley with the basketball. 4 to shoot. Williams stuck in the corner, may not know. NC State ball anyway.
Well, Cavinder cannot get anything going. She just can't shake free. And there's a guy who appreciates some good hoops. The commissioner of the ACC, Jim Phillips. Got a chance to visit with Commissioner Phillips before the game. He's going to hang out here with us for a little while. Then he's going to head over to Chapel Hill and catch some of that Duke North Carolina game.
That's a pretty good little double dip he's got women's hoops tonight. It's been fantastic to see him.
If he was going at the end of this one, I'd hop in the car with him.
Yeah, I know. Baldwin, 6 to shoot for NC State. She does get the shot off. An athletic move to get it back. Aziaha James showing off a little bit. The Wolfpack don't get the points though. Quick shot from Cavinder, 1 and done. Baldwin backing her way in.
That's what you call pull the chair out from underneath.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Pendande did.
And Baldwin may be hurt. Remember, this is already an extremely short bench for Westmore and NC State.
Watch Pendande just.
Nothing illegal about that, right? I mean, Pendande just gets out of the way, but Baldwin didn't expect it.
Well, they're obviously taking a look at her lower body on the right side.
Oh, she may need a moment. We will take a quick 30-second break as well.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
With ButcherBox, you get 100% grass-fed beef, organic free-range chicken, humanely raised pork, wild-caught seafood, and so much more. Sign up today at butcherbox.com for a special offer.
crowd on their feet here at Reynolds Coliseum applauding River Baldwin as she heads off, but I think also probably sending some hopes and prayers out there that she will be okay. Not only has she gotten off to a great start on both ends of the floor tonight, but NC State can ill afford to lose another player.
Well, pending her status, there are right now 7 players available for Westmore. Jada Boyd is not playing tonight. Jessica Timmons is out with an illness. And now River Baldwin is going back to see the trainer behind the bench.
So we will keep you posted, give you any updates as we get them here on her status. Meanwhile, Miami, which got off to such a good start, has struggled since 3 of their last 13. Having trouble even getting a shot off here. That's a travel, they turn it over. Their 9th turnover.
So we came into the game touting Miami's multiple look defense, their pressure, their ability to turn teams over, their disruptive ability. And it's been NC State on the defensive end that has really kept Miami off balance early on.
There's that Miami defense. Williams slaps it away. Roberts.
Boy, this crowd's really starting to get into it, too.
They are.
Katie Meyer told us they piped in music because they were anticipating a crowd.
James. Roller with the left, around and out. Miami ball.
Look at this crowd. I mean, it is loud in here.
We've seen some fantastic crowds in ACC women's basketball, and what Westmore has helped to build here at Reynolds over the last few years. It's a credit to what he has done on the floor, but also to these fans for coming up and supporting this program. Where is that confidence for Miami? Harden. Big rebound pulled down by Rivers. Sees Hayes wide open.
And Hayes has missed a few layups tonight. Look at the speed of Williams, the other end.
Miami shooting just 32% for the game. 7 for 22. Ten for Hobby who had the first points of the game. Hard-earned, 2 more right there.
I don't know if people understand how good Camille Hobby is in the post. She's got the go-to and she's got the counter. This step through right here with contact. And she keeps her eyes on the rim. I say this every time we have an NC State game. Freshman year, 6 minutes. Sophomore year, 11. Junior year, 12. This year, 22 minutes a game. And she played behind Elisa Cunane, one of the all-time greats in the history of NC State basketball. And look what she's able to do because she stayed, she worked, and she waited.
She's got 5 in the game. She averages 9 on the season. Roberts wanting to get to the basket. That NC State defense just not allowing it.
Boy, Westmore is as animated as I've ever seen him. He even went to the end of the bench to sit down. He's so mad.
You know, Debbie, I think you're right, though. If the story coming in was the Miami defense and how disruptive it could be, it's really been the NC State defense. Yes, their offense has been better as well. They're shooting 54%, but, I mean, Miami can't seem to figure anything out on the offensive end right now. They started early, 10 points for the Hurricanes in the first 4 minutes of this game, but just 7 since then.
Well, Miami needs to do a better job defensively until they get into rhythm offensively. NC State is just really doing a great job of inviting pressure. And see, Westmore's upset because there's a travel here and they didn't get the travel on that end. And now the crowd is all whipped up into it. But this is what you want in a home crowd. They're always for the home team and always against the referees.
They've been whipped into a frenzy here pretty much since the beginning.
I think everybody understood the sense of urgency with this game right here. But they have done a really good job on Haley Cavinder tonight so far.
Cavinder just 1 for 5. Again, 2 to shoot for Miami. Roberts has to go.
That ball did not hit the rim.
So shot clock violation back to NC State. I want to tell you about Saturday's college basketball doubleheader on ACC and Florida State. And Pitt is our first game at 3:30 Eastern. Then it's off to the Dean Smith Center, North Carolina and NC State. Another Tobacco Road rivalry matchup. Should be a great afternoon of hoops on Saturday here on ACCN and the ESPN app.
Kevin Keats and NC State, winners of 4 in a row, going into Chapel Hill at the right time for them.
Big bump at the midcourt as NC State is just flexing some home court muscle right now.
Mimi Collins taking what the defense gives, gets to the elbow. Look at the weak side rebounding. What an impact James has had off the bench tonight for NC State.
Aziaha James, a sophomore out of Virginia Beach, member of the ACC All-Freshman team last year. And what did Wes Moore say to us at shoot-around today? He said, I know I need to get her on the floor more. Well, she's proven him right so far tonight.
She's athletic. She can break off the offense and score early in the shot clock. She can break off the offense late in the shot clock. She also defends her position very well.
8 points in the game for James. Coming off a game where she had none in that loss at North Carolina. But to be fair, there weren't many points to be had by anybody in that game.
47 points. I mean, NC State's got 33 right now with 2 minutes left to play in the second quarter.
This is a little more like it, NC State fans would say.
There's a lot of defense over there in Chapel Hill for both teams.
Pendande goes to her left.
Yeah, I like Destiny Harden and I like Pendande right now, scoring for Miami, looking to take advantage of the matchups that they have on the floor.
Rivers, yeah.
Yeah, you get to the logo area and you got to stick that jumper. That is Saniya Rivers' game. And when Diamond Johnson was out, Saniya Rivers ran the point, and she's gained invaluable experience on the top of the floor for NC State.
Pendande going to work again. Hobby got a piece of the ball.
The other thing that Rivers does is she rebounds, and she's got 4, and that gets them quickly into their transition game. So when she's on the defensive glass, they are playing at another tempo in transition.
Now she averages 6 rebounds per game in ACC play. That leads NC State. This is what NC State spent a lot of time working on.
That's a second 10-second backcourt violation.
Julia Williams looking over at Katie Meyer, who wondered would her team be able to hear her in this environment. They've had some big wins at home, Miami, against North Carolina, against Virginia Tech. Getting a big challenge on the road here tonight in Raleigh. Haley Cavinder, they need her to get going. Spearman. Shot clock is off. Wolfpack can take all the time they want here. Look for the final shot.
Here comes that flat ball screen. Look at Miami pinching.
It's going to be Brown-Turner, and it is blocked. Not the way NC State wanted to end the half, but a pretty good start to this one for the Wolfpacks.
It's the NC State defense that had been the difference here in the. So she has been able to use that length, her anticipation, and finish to get NC State this 16-point lead at the break.
And Miami typically, as I mentioned earlier, able to rely upon their bench. It's not been the story tonight, as you can see. No points off the bench for the Hurricanes, who really went cold in second quarter in particular. Just 5 points, season low. That helps as a way to start things off. Jasmine Roberts with the first 3 of the game for Miami.
Well, the way Miami presses and the multiple looks that they bring, it can be a problem. That's a great find over the top.
And those are the first points for Jakia Brown-Turner.
That might be something Katie Meyer hasn't seen this year. I haven't seen anybody beat them over the top like that.
Haley Cavinder just 1 for 6 in the first half.
I definitely think NC State's length bothered her some.
Good look to Pendande. Diamond Johnson. Brown-Turner, Hobby, Collins, James, the 5 on the floor. And Collins gets the putback and is fouled.
I mean, that can't be a better start for NC State coming out of the locker room than to get one over the top against their D right here. Great find by Mimi Collins, easy layup for Jakia Brown-Turner. And then the offensive work by Collins, getting a start here again tonight, being very productive early. And this is when Mimi's at her best. If she's settling for threes, that's not going to help NC State. But when she puts it on the deck, gets to the glass, makes good decisions with the ball, NC State can be a lot better.
And unfortunately, you see River Baldwin officially will be unavailable for the rest of the game. You can see that by looking at her. She went down awkwardly in the first half, had to be helped off, so that makes an extremely short bench even shorter for the Wolfpack. Harden. Cavinder got in there fighting for the rebound. James right in front of us, up the floor to Collins. And she brought it down. That allowed the Hurricanes to get the hands on the basketball. Stays with NC State.
That was a heck of a play by James. Saves the ball in front of us and immediately eyes to the rim. Watch this play right here. She looks right to the rim quickly, throws it ahead and advance passes it to Collins.
Can Miami figure out a way to get it right in this second half? Cavinder had the drive, all but the finish with the left. NC State has already had that 10-second call twice in this game. They do manage to get it over midcourt, just barely. Hobby and Johnson working together on that one.
Where is Jakia Brown-Turner going? Is she just walking? Shaking her head.
Williams saw Cavinder in the corner. One dribble to get herself open. 4 points in the game for Cavinder. She averages almost 15.5 on this 5-game winning streak for the Hurricanes. Now Miami trying to use that defense, turn it to offense. Harden does.
I'm surprised Wes Moore is not thinking timeout right here based on the last couple of efforts by his team.
Brown-Turner use that shot fake to her advantage.
Maybe that will get her going, because I thought she played well in Chapel Hill.
Yeah, she had 14 points in that loss to the Tar Heels. And that was sandwiched, Debbie, between a couple of games where she had no points, which in over 100 games in her career, that had never happened before. Now in 2 of the last 3, she's gone scoreless.
This is where NC State's got to be careful. They got to continue to run their stuff.
Pendande called for the foul, her first.
Both coaches, I wouldn't say they've been happy with the officiating tonight. They've both been pretty upset. What happens, you get into conference play.
Pendande coming off. You see she took that mask off. It is, as you can imagine, been difficult for her to adjust to wearing that. Broke her nose in practice before the Notre Dame game back before the end of the year, 2022. Be good for the first. Well, every Thursday at 10 Eastern, right after our women's basketball doubleheader, the Nothing But Net crew will break down the night in the ACC with highlights and analysis of every women's game and look ahead at the best games on the schedule in the coming week. Coverage you can only get in one place right here on ACC Network and the ESPN app, so you can watch anywhere. The Hurricanes have made each of their last 3 shots, trying to cut into this NC State lead. Harden is fouled on her way to the basket. Foul on the floor. It's going to go against Hayes. Her first. Williams, so quick.
I mean, that is explosive, the way she can attack a closeout and a clear out as well.
Saniya Rivers talked about what a great first half she had. That one just batted away. Somehow, some way, the Hurricanes managed to keep this, and then smartly they throw it into the 6'4" freshman Spearman.
They've cut it to 12.
Johnson, what a move!
Travel. I think she took 3 steps.
Well, if it's not called, it's what a move. She gets away with it. 5 in the game for Diamond. Cavinder over the front of the rim is good. She's got 6 now.
See, she can't get in the paint against the length of NC State, but in a matchup with Diamond Johnson, she knows she can get to the paint. NC State's got to make sure that they ball fake and they look to go back door, because Miami has really picked up their level on the defensive end.
You really had the feeling that NC State had done a lot to right the ship in that first half, and Wolfpack fans hoping to see this team continue that in the second half. Madison Hayes fired up after that one.
Big time offensive rebound. Hayes right down the middle. And one when we come back.
It's all about stepping up and throwing down. Chasing the dreams of our childhood. Made real on the hardwood and built on our sisterhood. All the home games and hometowns, all the style and stakes. Ain't no breaks from greatness, from motivation to coronation. The old guard and the new blood, from hoopers to heroes. Inbounds to influence, repping our conference, flexing our confidence.
Let's go for it. Hey, look, most 3-pointers in a single game.
Breaking records, brackets, ankles, and new ground. Come for it all.
Gatorade Fit. Fitness starts from the inside out. Get healthy, real hydration and no added sugar, artificial sweeteners, or added colors. Gatorade Fit. Healthy, real hydration today helps you fuel tomorrow.
Selling my health products online, our shipping process was painfully slow. Then we found ShipStation. Now we're shipping out orders 5 times faster, and we're saving a ton.
Go to shipstation.com/TV and get 2 months free.
Be thankful for the little moments, like a radiant color palette, the hypnotizing swirl of a recipe coming together. All that's left is to savor it.
Go to HelloFresh.com/TV22 for up to 22 free meals plus 3 free gifts.
Number 20, NC State trying to snap this 2-game losing skid they've been on. They lead Miami here in the third quarter, and a big emotional play from Madison Hayes just before the break.
Jen, I've said all along, I think she's been their emotion. I think she's the player that gives it, you know, and understands it, and sacrifices a little bit of her scoring, but gives incredible effort to make the game easier for her teammates. I think everybody should want to have a teammate like Madison Hayes. Look at what her numbers are in wins and what they are in losses. She's not on the top of the scouting report, but she's having an immediate impact on whether NC State wins or loses.
Junior in her second year with the Wolfpack after transferring from Mississippi State, where she was a member of the SEC All-Freshman team. Not yet.
Why is that no good?
Started blowing the whistles right away, and Wes Moore wants an explanation. He's about to get it. It's not going to help the feeling of the fans.
Well, Madison gets a chance for another one. I mean, that first one doesn't count.
She makes it anyway, all is well. Converts a 3-point play, has 6 points in the game. Lead back to 15 for the Wolfpack.
The Diamond Johnson is on Haley Cavinder.
Harden wanted that basketball, went to the basket. It's out, it will stay with Miami.
NC State's body language, their attitude today in practice, I thought was much better. You could just sense that this team was ready to shake out of that funk that they've been in. Oh, good seal.
Good look and good finish on the inside by the freshman.
That is a good-looking freshman right there for Katie Meyer.
Spearman, a freshman out of Tequila, Georgia. He's appeared in every game this season off the bench for the Hurricanes. Johnson has her way. Rivers for 3. Yep. Williams, not afraid to take her shot.
Williams not a 3-point shooter for Miami.
That pass had a lot of mustard on it into Collins, so much so she had to settle it for a second. That's what allowed the Hurricanes to get in there.
I've been impressed with the way NC State's been able to throw over the top of Miami's defense. Miami is quick and they are connected, but if you can throw over the top with the size advantage, you've seen NC State able to do that several times tonight.
Pendande back on the floor for Miami. As that mask readjusted. Collins back at the free throw line. Tell you again about our doubleheader on Saturday on the men's side. Florida State and Pitt start you off at 3:30, and then North Carolina, NC State after that one. Always a good place to catch your hoops here on ACCN. Hannah Cavinder.
Well, she didn't get that open of a look very often. But when you put in the amount of time that Haley Cavinder has put in, you're going to keep shooting, because the Cavinder twins are in the gym all the time.
8 to shoot. They can play some defense too. This is Hannah. Looking for her sister, who's her elder by 2 minutes. Pendande defended by Collins. Remember, no River Baldwin, who did an excellent job on both ends of the floor in the first half for NC State. She went out with injury. Collins called for the foul, her first. So Lola Pendande goes to the free throw line. Pendande in her second year with the Hurricanes after transferring from Utah. And of course, talk a lot about the Cavinder twins and their impact this year coming to Miami, transferring from Fresno State where they were absolute standouts, all Mountain West, and Haley, the Mountain West Player of the Year a couple of years ago. .12 in the game now for Pendande. And 12 the lead for NC State.
I like getting Diamond off the top of the floor some, bring her to the wing, let her come back to the top.
Mimi Collins saying
it's a line drive, it's not pretty.
She knocks it down though. That's just her 6th made 3 of the season. She was 5 for 22 coming into the game.
Well, you know what, she's probably looking over the bench and going, you know what? Who's it gonna put in? There's only 7 of us. I might as well shoot it.
Wolfpack 3 for 11 from deep in this game. Miami just 1 for 11. That 3 has not fallen for the Hurricanes tonight.
I think Destiny Harden's got to get going here. I mean, she has the most experience on the floor for Miami. She's been in the most ACC competitive environments like this one.
She sets a screen here for Cavinder inside Pendande. Unselfish play, and it pays off.
Really good patience.
14 now for Pendande, double her average. Hurricanes turning up that defensive intensity. James, and there is a foul. She's trying to make her way to the basket.
Hurricanes foul number 14, Haley Cavinder, her second.
Haley Cavinder commits her 2nd personal foul.
Aziaha James on the line for the Wolfpack.
So a better effort here from Miami offensively in this 3rd quarter.
It's a really small lineup on the floor for Katie Meyer, but with the small lineups, trying to speed up the game a little bit, right? There's a minute 17 in the 3rd quarter. You have not been able to crack trailing by double digits here in the game, or in the 2nd half anyway. You got to really get NC State moving here on defense. Really shift the D.
Yeah, because despite that better offensive output, got to get some stops when they're on the defensive end.
There's a great duck in. That's the kind of execution that Miami needs right now to get back in this.
2nd foul on Collins. 3rd team foul.
And a really good job by NC State not to put Miami in the bonus here in the 3rd quarter. That's just the 3rd team foul.
Cavinder trying to get open, does eventually get the basketball.
Through the elevator door screens. Oh, great anticipation by Rivers. It's a gamble and it's a calculated risk, but she's connected on some of those risks already tonight.
You combine that anticipation with that long-armed anticipation, and it's even better. Cavinder 3 to shoot. It's taken away. There she goes again. Rivers gets herself 2 points. Well earned. Double digits now for Saniya Rivers, and the lead 17. for NC State.
3-second differential. Shot clock, game clock.
Cavinder. Open look, knocks it down.
NC State just going to let the clock run out.
Well, Miami made a push, but NC State pushed right back. The Wolfpack still shooting 54% for the game. Saniya Rivers leading the way. By the way, she had the mask off for a second. It is back now. Katie Meyer telling us before, she's tried to take it off before, and she said, I think you need to keep that on. 14 points in the game for Pendande, who wants some more. Haley Cavinder.
Nice.
To Pendande.
Again, playing through the elbows. What did Katie Meyer tell us? Pendande through the elbows to the elbows. When our offense is running through that spot on the floor, with her, we are more successful.
And a made basket allows Miami to get into their defense. Hurricanes on a 5-game winning streak, unbeaten in 2023, coming into this game in Raleigh tonight. 7 to shoot. Saniya Rivers in double digits. She's got 10 for the Wolfpack, just being pushed further and further away.
Well, the other thing Katie Meyer told us is fourth quarter defense by Pendande. Right now she has 1 foul. She can stay really aggressive here in the fourth quarter. She's really good in her ball screen D.
Cavinder all the way to the basket.
And see, that's Pendande again. NC State collapsing on her, opening up a lane for Cavinder to get to the rim.
Now, Cavinder's not been able to get the outside shot, but she's gotten into the paint a few times. 10 points in the game now for Haley.
You gotta move the ball.
Sluggish start to this fourth quarter for NC State. A lot of energy for the Hurricanes as they try to mount the comeback. Cavinder nails it.
They run their pistol action in transition, which they love. NC State knows they're going to run pistol in transition, and Cavinder finally shakes free. Now we got a game. 8-point deficit for the Hurricanes. They have battled back from 16 at the half. Haley Cavinder off the bench, or off the bounce, and then sticking it in those Candace Parkers.
I'm a screen-addicted tween, and if I'm not posted on social media, I don't feel seen. Hey, Mom, look. Mom? Oh, my God, Mom, you gotta look at this.
Nope. Keeping my eyes on the road is paying off with Drivewise. Post about that.
Boring. Oh, say cheese.
No, thank you.
Unblock me.
Stop.
That was awesome. Hey, what's your ad? I'll tag you. Get Drivewise from Allstate, save 40% for avoiding mayhem, like me.
Since I was little, I wanted to be a part of a team.
Come here, buddy. Nice shots.
I've played just about every sport there is growing up. My mom's been there for me through every season.
We'll get him next time.
Mostly to keep me fueled and cheer me on.
Thanks, Mom. Love you.
Love you too.
It took me a minute, but I finally found what I love. All thanks to her.
You're always there for them, and we're always here for you. Food Lion, here for every moment.
I'm Samantha.
And I'm Dan.
And we renovate RVs. Before we had Chime, we were pretty much paycheck to paycheck.
My favorite feature of Chime is their spot fee. It just gives me peace of mind when I'm buying stuff.
We use Chime's secured credit builder card, and we've upped our credit score 40 points.
By making everyday purchases with on-time payments. I Chime because building our future and planning ahead financially has never been easier.
Poshmark is the perfect side hustle. It got me through school, a new job, and getting into my first apartment. There's so much I can sell. Bags, accessories, home decor, and it's so easy to sell on Poshmark, you can do it in a minute. I love it.
Did you know that ticket prices can actually go down right before the game? That's where Game Time comes in. Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time from thousands of trusted sellers, then shows you all the best deals. So we can get tickets at the last minute for up to 60% off. Download Game Time now.
92% still active? Seems high. Seriously? It's just a bike. Wait, they make a treadmill with an intuitive speed knob?
Yeah, want to try?
92% stick with it, so can you. Start a 30-day home trial today. Terms apply.
Smile Direct Club. These are Smile Direct Club aligners. They can turn a smile like this into a smile like this in as little as 4 to 6 months for less than $3 a day. Choose Smile. Get started for free at SmileDirectClub.com.
Giving a little bigger picture context to this one, taking a look at bracketology, Charlie Cream, what he's projecting at the moment for ACC teams. And Miami, as you can see, on the bubble there, but making a push here. They've outscored NC State 7-0 in this fourth quarter, trying to pick up a top 25 win on the road here tonight. That would certainly help their cause. Wolfpack with the ball out of the timeout. James looking inside to Hobby. And those are the first points of the fourth quarter for NC State.
I like it coming off the timeout. Westmore getting the ball inside.
Probably the one player who didn't want to see a timeout was Haley Cavinder, but Hannah Cavinder picking up where her sister left off.
I mean, the Cavinder twins, they're tough. They're chomping on that gum. They're looking for buckets. It's a 7-point game.
NC State led by as many as 18 in the third quarter. Hobby gonna have to play some big minutes, back-to-back buckets.
Good recognition. Miami switching. Camille Hobby getting the matchup inside.
Harden put it right in the hands of Rivers.
I mean, what a gift. That was a gift. And Cavinder right away says to Destiny, don't worry about it, come on, let's go. It was 7, now it's 11.
Hannah Cavinder, Pendande. Timeout call. Katie Meyer sensing her team could use a moment here, calls the timeout. It was 7 points, as Debbie mentioned just a few moments ago, but NC State back up double digits, 6:24 to play in Reynolds.
New customers get our best deals on all smartphones.
That's right.
But what if I'm already a customer?
Oh, no problem. Hey, Cam.
Yeah. Oh, same deal.
Yeah, it's kind of our thing.
What if I'm new to AT&T?
Cam, can...
Oh, nice.
Hey, but what about for existing
Same deal.
deal.
Is he okay? At AT&T, we give everyone our best deals on every smartphone. Get up to $1,000 off on our most popular smartphones.
Gatorade Fit. Fitness starts from the inside out. Get healthy, real hydration and no added sugar, artificial sweeteners, or added colors. Gatorade Fit. Healthy, real hydration today helps you fuel tomorrow.
People would sail to...
You keep helping her with homework.
But we're only just now.
We'll help you save for her college.
HelloFresh has everything from family-friendly meals to fit and wholesome to quick and easy options like this 25-minute black bean and pepper quesadilla. When it's all said and done, HelloFresh always has my back in helping me and my family's busy schedule.
Go to HelloFresh.com/TV22 for up to 22 free meals plus 3 free gifts.
North Carolina.
Boy, she's having a game.
The rivalry, tonight at 8 on ACC Network.
It is a triangle takeover in ACC Women's Hoops tonight on ACCN, because coming up next, number 13 Duke going over to number 17 North Carolina. That should be a great matchup coming up. 8 p.m. Eastern for the tip for that one following our game. Duke, only team unbeaten in conference play on an 11-game winning streak. A couple other news and notes. Notre Dame rejected 2 seed, and Florida State, highest scoring team in conference play, but they're in a tight game tonight. All the games going on right now across the ACC tight. Florida State playing at Virginia. Harden rounding out.
A really good execution. You know, there must be something in the efficiencies that we are not aware of, because I think there's some teams like Florida State that may have cracked the code, or LSU that have cracked the code. You know, there's such a high seed in Charlie Cream's bracketology. And then you look at the quality wins that they have. I think there's something in there about blowing teams out. Honestly, I believe it. I think Kim Mulkey's cracked the code for net.
No foul on that play. Cavinder in Miami trying to come back. Steps, turnover. 14th of the game for the Hurricanes.
Katie Meyer, the all-time winningest coach at Miami. 5-game winning streak, bringing her team in here. Very well prepared, ready to win. There's a great backdoor look. I told you earlier, you got to get something backdoor against Miami, picking up the press.
See if I've been paying attention. But part of the pressure package, Debbie, how you beat pressure?
That's a pressure package. Dribble entries, high post entries, ball fakes, backdoor cuts.
I listen.
Thank you.
NC State withstood the storm. Miami really was on a push to start this fourth quarter, scored the first 7 points, made it a 7-point game. Cavinder started to find her game. She's got 12.
Just still an 11-point game. NC State's got to execute here. You don't want to take your foot off the gas either. I think you want to stay aggressive.
And in case you missed it earlier, no Jada Boyd. She is sidelined once again, trying to get 100% healthy. River Baldwin went out with injury in the first half. Jessica Timmons is sick, so NC State is playing shorthanded here tonight.
Here comes the 3.
Haley instead wants to go inside. Pendande had it. There's the 3. It is blocked. Is that Diamond Johnson with the block?
Yes, it is. She got a piece of that.
Five. Diamond Johnson getting in officially with the shot block. Now there's some confusion though, and NC State just throws it away.
Wes Moore has always been tough on point guards, but his point guards have always been really good here at NC State. He told us today that Haley Cavinder reminded him a little bit of Reina Perez, last year's point guard who shared duties with Diamond, just because of the toughness that she brings.
Hannah Cavinder, Pendande, the go-to, gets it.
She can duck in and score.
16 now for Pendande. Make it 18.
Back to 9.
Miami not going anywhere.
And 3 stops, 3 scores. Now we're getting into some situational offense. Gotta make a good choice here.
5 to shoot. Hayes. Everybody pointing, hoping the officials see it their way. It's going to stay on this end of the floor.
Katie Meyer's trying to figure out how her little 5'6" guard can knock the ball out of bounds over a bigger NC State player. Can't review it either. Got to wait till inside 2 minutes.
Rivers looking for Hayes. Pendande, there's some of that fourth quarter defense Katie Meyer told us about. Still stays here.
Because of the kick, they get a fresh 20.
Brown Turner, Pendande, all over.
This is where Diamond, inside 10. She's just cleared out. I'm taking this. Yep.
Goes back out to Brown Turner.
It's a great setup, though, by Diamond.
Turnover. Rivers had it. Took some contact. Everybody on the floor. It's a scrum. Right on the Wolfpack logo there here at Reynolds Coliseum. One team trying to keep a streak alive, pick up a big win on the road. One team trying to get back in the winning column. Everybody going all out, fourth quarter.
First and 10, Wolfpack. NC State spent time on these plays today, working on that sideline out of bounds. And here comes the trap by Miami.
That's a third personal on Destiny Harden, who thought she was doing everything right on that play.
She was trying to avoid that foul. Katie Meyer is a little surprised.
It's been a pretty clean fourth quarter. It's just the first team foul for either team that was called. Johnson short on the three-point attempt, but the offensive rebound in favor of the Wolfpack. Time ticking away.
Miami still has plenty of time. They got to get a stop here. NC State needs to move the ball. So there's one turnover.
Harden looking up the floor, has both Cavinders there. Hannah takes it, is fouled by Brown Turner. Thought she had all ball.
That was body. Got a little body on that. See her arms go down. Oh, that looked pretty clean from that angle. Let's see, that's the angle the official had, was the body right there.
So Hannah Cavinder on the free throw line. Hits them both. 7-point game again. Both teams making a couple of substitutions with 1:48 to play.
NC State needs to meet every pass. They got to cut hard. They got to be strong with the ball.
And here's where Miami could be in trouble. Numbers advantage for NC State.
Throwing over the top. That's a big bucket right there for NC State.
Hannah Cavinder. Haley, balancing act to keep it in, but turns it over.
Now Miami needs to foul. We've got quite a few fouls to go here before they get NC State in the bonus. This is just a nice lead right here for Madison Hayes on the backside.
Miami does have 2 timeouts remaining. NC State has 3.
Miami's going to look trap hard.
Hurricanes have committed just 2 fouls in the quarter.
NC State keeping this floor spread, moving the ball. Miami elects not to foul.
Collins, nothing but net.
Got to go quick here if you're Miami.
Timeout, Katie Meyer and Miami. Her team has pushed, gotten it to within 7 a couple of times in this fourth quarter, but NC State has absorbed that push and come back with one of their own.
It put some game pressure on the Wolfpack, and they responded. Down to 7 players after River Baldwin has a lower right leg injury, or a right leg injury on the lower part of her body. I'm not really sure what we're allowed to say, but it looks like she's all wrapped up over there with her right knee. Jada Boyd not available. Jessica Timmons not available. That leaves the Wolfpack at 7.
NC State uncharacteristically losing a couple of ACC games on their home floor where they've been so good. They did not lose a single conference game at home the previous 2 seasons. So they wanted to avoid that 3rd home conference loss, that 5th overall conference loss. And there's a lot on the line for this team.
Well, also playing Miami gives them great prep for playing Louisville, the preseason pick for ACC regular season champions. In Louisville on Sunday, Louisville's defense has really started to crank it up. They've won 9 out of their last 11 has Louisville. All the games tonight in the ACC are all close so far.
Cavinder. Pendande on the glass is good. It's a new season high for Pendande. She has 20, could tie her career high here with the free throw.
And what incredible piece of building block that Pendande has been tonight for Katie Meyer moving forward with the rest of their schedule. They have a very favorable schedule up next.
So that is career high tying 21 for Pendande. Hurricanes will head back home next, take on Boston College, and then travel to Wake Forest. Get a look at what the Hurricanes have coming up.
NC State's got to still, same thing. Move the ball, be sharp, cut hard, be strong.
Hurricanes still the foul to give. Next one now, NC State will be shooting.
What fight in Miami tonight, right? I mean, NC State just couldn't pull away. They had, their largest lead was 18 in the first half. Or excuse me, in the 3rd quarter. Now Miami will face guard. See if they can get a 5-second count. Wes Moore called timeout.
Still 2 timeouts left for the Wolfpack. 1 remaining for Miami.
Frank Wes Moore did a great job getting his team ready today. He told us this morning they had a meeting yesterday, and he's trying to do everything he can to keep everyone connected and how he can help the players. What do they need? How can he help them be successful? I thought it was a really interesting approach because it is an all-in, right? It's never been Wes's way or the highway. It's always been what's the best way to put the team in a position to succeed. They were definitely ready today because they knew Miami was going to bring it. And Katie Meyer's team shows up. They're going to be prepared. They're going to be tough and disciplined. And they're going to make you execute 94-50. And that's what NC State had to do tonight. They just were able to throw over the top of Miami's defense multiple times tonight for buckets. That could be the difference in the game.
Haley Cavinder committing the foul. It'll put Diamond Johnson on the free throw line. 4th personal on Haley Cavinder, so she's got to be careful because obviously she's one of their top scoring threats.
Well, you got to hope to extend the game if you're Katie Meyer, and that's what you're hoping. Diamond Johnson will miss free throws.
She's about a 79% free throw shooter in the season, although she's not been there much, Debbie. That's just her 15th attempt on the year. Makes them both. Is Miami having to think 3 here?
They just got to score quickly. Well, now they need a 3 because they've waited.
Cavinder takes the screen but doesn't take the shot. Pendande. And time running out on Miami now. She had the ball, bounces out of bounds. NC State ball, and that should be ball game for the Wolfpack. Got the fight till the very end from Katie Meyer's team, but NC State, Debbie, finding a way to hang on, snap that losing streak, and even themselves up at 4-4 in conference play.
It's an incredible bounce back win for Westmore, protecting the home court in this league, which is so important. And I think Miami showed everyone, look, what we already knew coming in here on a 5-game winning streak, that they're going to be ready to win.
So that 5-game winning streak Miami was on is snapped. They're handed their first loss of 20.